Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today we are back. Four of us is here. We kind of changed our day into Friday for now, but we will be going back into our normal routine when our schedule are back to normal. So it's just, it's kind of nice having this flexibility. Before we continue, I would like to ask my fellow business partners to introduce themselves. Beth?
Yes, hi ladies and hi everyone. My name is Beth. I'm from Taiwan and now live in LA with my husband for almost 4 years now. And I really love the Debbie. Sorry, Merle asked me what I love about LA. I think the weather is the most because
Mm.
they say it never rains here in Southern California, and it's quite true. So I
Oh,
really love the weather. And also that's how I found this online business here in the States. And actually, this is global business, so that's why I really love about it. Because when I move back to Taiwan, I can still run the business. So I'm really enjoying my online journey so far. So thank you.
thank you, Beth. Yeah, I asked you earlier how do you like California. So, yeah, that's good that you like the weather over there. Debbie?
Hi everybody, my name is Debbie Alexander and I am from Japan. I live in Samona, British Columbia, Canada. Before I started this online business, I used to live in Vancouver, which is a bigger city, and it was really nice. However, my husband and I wanted to have slower lifestyle and wanted to be in the nature. So we moved to Okanagan, and now after moved 3 times already after study this online business, we really like this Salmon Nam because it's just so beautiful. We have mountains, lakes, and a lot of nature. And it's not too small, so we can still do shopping within the city.
Oh,
Thank you.
nice. Thank you, Deb. How about you, Linnell?
Sure, thanks, Merely. So, my name is Linnell Dondale. I live in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. I'm further north than Debbie, and I was born and raised here. Let's see, I'm a wife and a mom of two adult children, and I have five grandchildren. I think I'm the only grandma in the group. Um, and before I started this business, I was working as a registered nurse. And now, I guess almost 4 years on, I am doing this business full time, which isn't really full time, but it's considered full time. Um, and I've really enjoyed my journey so far, and look forward to everything that the future is going to bring for all of us.
Thank you, Linnell. While you guys are introducing your location, it kind of bring back the memory when we met. It was a really nice memory for sure. So anyway, if we haven't met yet, my name is Merly Bolden. I've been an online business owner for 4 years now. Originally from the Philippines and now living here in Wisconsin, USA. I have my two boys and my husband. So every week we have a different topic. So today our topic is about how does gratitude impact our lives. Each of us, we always say, "Oh, thank you," and we always have something like being grateful for. But each of us, even though we are business owners, we are running the same business, but we have a different. The gratitude that we have has different impacts in our lives, and I think it's so important and I think today we are going to explore more about the gratitudes that we have in our life. Beth?
Yes. So I'd like to introduce everyone the book because this is the amazing book that I was introduced when I joined the business. So it's called The Magic. And then this book is talking about the how this gratitude is really impacting our lives. And then it has 28 days, and then every day it has a very specific topic for you to really to like to write down like 10 things that you are really grateful for, and then like to do something that can really impact your day. So I really want to introduce you everyone this amazing book, The Magic, because it's really like for me, I used to know that being grateful is really important, but I just don't know how to do that and what to do about it. And this book really changed my life. And I think I have done it for like 4 times at least. And then like every time when I'm doing it, because it's 28 days in a row. So like every day you practice to do it. And then like every day like for me, I used to take gratitude or to take something for granted. But when I start to do it, I start to appreciate something really, like even little small things in my life, and then I really start to appreciate about it, because like in the past I used to, my husband, when I, you know, in the past I used to think that because he's my husband, he should be doing something good to me, and then he should be, treat me like in some way. But when I start to read this book, I noticed that, oh, actually it is not a shoot, because it is his choice that he choose to be kind to me, and he choose to be a good husband. So I need to be more appreciative for his love, something like that. So after I started doing that, I think our relationship becomes, more, how to call that word, have more connection, and then has more like, because I start to really to appreciate his, whenever he does something to me, and then I start to see his love, his support, and this kind of thing. Because I used to, see nothing, and then I used to think, oh, it's really, he should do this to me. So I think that's how it really changed my life. This gratitude thing, yeah. And actually, it really impact me on the other, lives as well. But I just want to point that out.
Mhm. Thank you, Beth. Yeah, the Magic is definitely one of the first book that I kind of encounter, and it is definitely helpful if having that different mindset. It really kind of, with the magic, it really helps us to become a better person instead and appreciate things. So yeah, like relationship, Beth. Yeah, you're really, yeah, right. Sometimes you just take things for granted, even though they're doing their best, and here we are kind of seeing, you're not doing the best you can. So, but yes, gratitude is so important. Thank you, Beth. Debbie.
Welcome.
Yes, same as Beth. After I studied this online business, I was introduced to the book Magic. And, I thought I was always grateful. If somebody do something for me or give me something, I always said thank you. But I learned from this book, that's not really a gratitude. Even without nobody does nothing for me, there is things that I am grateful for. Like this morning, I was taking hot shower in the morning, and I really like hot shower. And was naturally saying, thank you very much for this hot water that I have. Turn on the tap and then I get clean, hot water right away. And I was just, filled with gratitude. It's just so simple and made my morning very bright. And then I was very happy. I was almost singing in the shower because of that. So it's a choice to find something that you enjoy or you would be grateful for. Because if you do not notice it, you just take it for granted. And yeah, like Beth said, even for me too, with my husband, because he's my husband, I used to think he should be the provider. And I was going through hard time, was thinking I was blaming on him because of him. Well, I was blaming on, somebody else. I didn't take um, responsibility for my own life. And then that really went together with when I read Magic. I started to see a lot of small things, and it was really eye opening for me.
Hmm. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, you also introduced show us the magic. Yeah, it really, really helpful. And you're right. Like we hear about the gratitude, and uh, just like you said, it was not really like when we say thank you. Well, when someone is giving us something, it's so different now that we are becoming an online business owner, right? The feeling of being in this kind of world that we have right now, it's way different than before. We are being introduced into the gratitude, the what is really a real gratitude.
Mhm.
Thank you, Deb.
Yeah.
Linnell?
So I was exposed to gratitude journaling a long time ago. So before I ever started this business, um, I'm thinking it probably was like in about 1999, 2000, somewhere in there. I was having a lot of personal things happening in my life, and was struggling. And I had a cousin, have a cousin who, I spent some time with her, and she said, Linnell, she said, try this. She gave me a journal, and she said, every day, write down at least 10 things that you're grateful for. It doesn't matter what it is. Could be big, could be small. She said, just think about what you're grateful for. So that started me with knowing that I needed to be more grateful for things in my life instead of complaining about them, instead of, noticing the negative
Mhm.
about things. It helped me to start to see the positive and put a positive spin on things. I started journaling. I did that. I watched the movie The Secret. That was in about 2015. Again, when things weren't going so good in my life. And I've come now to realize that I need to be grateful, not only when things are going bad, but when things are going good as well. So I've read the magic. I've done, all the practices, and I did that before I even started this business. I read that book. I think I've read it probably about 6 or 7 times now. And I've adopted some of those practices that I do on a daily basis. And it's a habit for
Mhm.
me. But like when I think about things, here in where I live, we've had a lot of smoke from the forest fires because there are forest fires all around us. So the smoke, because of the wind, the smoke comes in. Our air quality is terrible. There's ash falling on our vehicles. We can't be outside. And instead of saying, geez, this is just terrible, I'm thinking, no, I'm grateful that that's all we have is the smoke and the ash. We could have the fires right on
Mhm.
our doorsteps, and we don't. So you have to find, a way to turn things around and be grateful for them. And it's made a big difference in my life to to think about what I'm grateful for every single day. And I still journal every night before I go to bed. And I do 13 things. I'm not sure why I picked that number, but I do 13 things that I'm grateful for from that day. And it could be really simple things or it could be big things. But it has made a big difference for me.
Thank you so much, Sunil, for sharing that. Wow. So you've been doing journaling and gratitude for a long, long
A
time.
long time.
Yeah, and it's been introduced to you for a long time. That is amazing. You know, recently, since we've been doing our chat and we talk about things that like were our journaling and gratitude, there's some days that I feel like tired, right? We feel that way after the day's done. And you, Linnell, always reminds me. This is like, you know what? Linnell is doing her gratitude right now, writing in a gratitude. Mine as well. I'm gonna do my 10 gratitude in like so that kind actually you give me that inspiration also that and I'm grateful to hear that from you and learn it from you and it's incredible and thank you so much for sharing.
You're very welcome. And I
So
don't I don't miss a night. Does
wow.
it every single night before I go to bed. It's right beside my bed, and I do it every night. My
Th-
husband and my dog are used to it.
yeah. That's good. So yeah, so for me I would say that the gratitude has been really giving me a big impact in my life. Back then, I kind of say, okay, today is doing good, and I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful that, oh, I have food on the table, those kind of things, and something that good happened, I'm grateful. And then later on, when there's something that it doesn't go in my way, of course, I'm pissy. I'm not happy about that. But realizing now that those are one thing also that we are being grateful. I should be being grateful for, because those things that happen to me, it doesn't mean that it's given to me because I can't handle it, or it's given to me because I can handle these things.
Mhm.
And having this gratitude, really, since we started this business, it really changed my life.
Mhm.
It gives me, like, relationship wise, it's way better, to be honest. Relationship with my husband, especially, there's, it's not perfect, but of course, you kind of think, like, he's doing, like Beth mentioned earlier, that sometimes we don't see that our husbands are, doing something good for us, and here we are just like, not being good today. But yeah, those are the things. It really improve how I can handle things. Might not be perfect, but way different. So also in my mental health, I am more happier now compared to back then. And if there's something comes up, I was just like, oh well, things happen. That's just the way it is. We'll have to move forward. And it really changed me, who I become now. And it's definitely, this business in general is definitely changes everything about me.
Mhm.
And less stress, it's reduces stress. And in the morning I get up, it's just like, oh, thank you, Lord, for being here. I'm awake and I'm doing things. And uh instead of looking the negative things, mostly I'm looking into the positive things that happen in my life, and looking forward for the things during the day, instead of thinking that, oh man, it's going to be happening later, it's going to be a bad day. Now it's not like that anymore. It's more like, yes, everything will be great today instead. And it is definitely helping out. And this business has been incredible. The magic, especially, that's the first book that it's introduced to us when I joined the business, and it's been helping so much in my life, and helping my self esteem. Oh my goodness, that is definitely helping me out a lot. And I am so grateful for that. So, yes, the impact of the gratitude that we have in our life and our business, since we've been doing this business for a while, it changed my life. So,
Mhm.
definitely is. Anything else, ladies?
So,
We have them all, right?
yeah.
Yes. So, all right. Well, I thank you all for the support. Thank you for to those of you who are going to watch the replay and also watching right now. We'll be back again next week. It may be a different day. We don't know yet. But like I said earlier, we'll go back into our routine when everything is go back to normal. So maybe winter time will put us back in normal life. But anyway, thank you all, and I hope you guys will have a great weekend. So, uh, think about gratitude. Let's do it, and we'll change our lives. So,
Mhm.
thank you all, and have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.